time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Welcome to the Rose Bowl, home to the UCLA Bruins. As we'll see, the defending national champions, the Purdue Boilermakers, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the UCLA Bruins. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Bruins will kick it away first. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Boilermakers offense will go to work first. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. It's about making that a
from his last game was the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. It wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive...
There he goes! Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
That is a statement play right away. You're playing on the road. The stadium's loud and noisy. You want to quiet him down, run the football down the defense's throat.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Toss sweep right. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
The Boilermakers are marching down the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. On a little time, lets it go. Catch in the middle, it's Meyer. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Let's talk for just a second about Purdue. Big moment in recruiting last week. 4-star defensive back gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get a 4-star guy like this. I mean, he's got speed. He plays so many DBs at one time. This is a position I feel like you can transition in college really well. The expectations for him are going to be high.
The connection takes it to the 11.
And first down for the offense.
The Boilermakers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Quick strike complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Let's take a minute and look big picture at Purdue. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time 4-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber. And just, I mean, that creates excitement in the whole recruiting class in this next cycle.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. He might want another play. He wants to throw it again. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Let's talk for just a second about Purdue. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. 4-star defensive lineman gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive line. This is the guy that's going to...
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Purdue!
How do you take the crowd out of the game? Do exactly that. Take the football, drive right down the field, prove you're the better team, give them nothing to cheer about. That is a picture-perfect first drive.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Peters. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 7. So UCLA's offense has the ball for the first time. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressures. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one, David.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going, make it easy, because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
He's got great speed. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. He leaves it with the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good.
Complete.
Well, that was the guy the quarterback wanted to go to right from the jump, but a better job by the defense in coverage forcing the incomplete.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but I think invoke the fear of God into this defense because this 3-and-out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They went 3-and-out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Off the play fake on first down, lost the throw. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Yeah, and how about the offense, man? You run a little play action. I can just tell you, 3rd and long, as a pass rusher, I'm going to get the quarterback. I don't care about the play action. I'm not biting on it, and neither did the defense.
He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with his 7-0 lead. Just a short pass to the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And the Boilermakers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. That's the end of the period, and Purdue has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. The Boilermakers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To the air on second down. Finds the tight end. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
Looking for room. It's Marshall. Turning it on. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3-and-out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
The pull and throw off the RPO. Touchdown, Boilermakers! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
They'll move the wide receiver. Touch pass on the run. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
On third down, he drops to throw. Pulls it in. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
That's caught. It's Flores. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. And the Bruins are rolling down the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Flores. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. The Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. Rides the back and leaves it. Running to Green. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Bruins can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Quickly complete. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the first down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
Rustled out of bounds at the 12. Another productive play on this drive.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Back to pass on 2nd down. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line. Completion.
And this offense has put together a really nice drive, man. You really want to pay this off. Obviously, third down approaching. Got to be smart with the football, but we want to cut into this lead as much as possible. Down a couple possessions. This will be huge right before the half.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Defense showing blitz here. Bringing the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. Are forced to settle for 3. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. To the air on first down. Got his man. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot, the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Got it in the middle. It's Tuggle.
You know, the beautiful thing about being a quarterback is you can throw a little drag route, and they can take it 60. When you got fast playmakers on the outside that you can get the ball in their hands really quickly, great things can happen. 1-yard passes can turn into 60. It's beautiful to be quarterback.
Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Listen, at this point, the end of the first half, you're trying to generate some points. First downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that third. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
They'll go to the air on second and short. Got his man on the right. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now, and if they keep this up, this could get ugly by the fourth quarter.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Man, how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Boilermakers will go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down. Still going. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. The Boilermakers have it with a first and goal. Max going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Purdue! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Give to the back. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Snagged in the middle, it's Thomas. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Wants to throw on first down. He'll take a shot. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Pasadena. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at the Rose Bowl.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Boilermakers will kick it off to start the second half. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speaking, very simple. I score, I get a stop, I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
They'll line up for a second down play. Fires to the big fella. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom, I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
You know, when you're QB sneaking as a quarterback, you got to make a decision. You're going right or you're going left, and that's all predetermined based on how the defensive line lines up. Nice decision there by the quarterback.
Give to the running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. The Bruins will call on their punt team. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
He's all the way across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41 in the running game, getting it done. Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Going to swing it on second down. With the catch, it's Tuggle. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's third down from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Plucks it out of the air. Still running at the 40. He's loose. Touchdown, Boilermakers! And the pummeling has started.
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
28, UCLA, 3.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get something going right now. Off-play action on first down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. A solid pickup on the scramble and slide, but there's a flag down. Let's see what that's about. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Out of the gun, looking to throw. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And the corner getting in the mix. The little fella getting his second sack of the game. Defensive coordinator keeps dialing up these corner blitzes, and they keep hitting home.
And the Bruins trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Here's the pressure. Got it in the middle. It's Flores. Finally corralled, but not before. The first down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Defense is there to greet him again, and they are ready, and he has found nowhere to run tonight. The Bruins have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He's got it inside the 15. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on the... play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot. And this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up. But somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Absolutely perfect. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, we've got a final score for a notable game today in the American. UAB just wrapped up 4 quarters worth of dominance on its way to a never-in-doubt victory. And that's really the standard there in Birmingham. They'll enjoy this one all week. Never a dull moment when it comes to the American. Back to you guys.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They go to the ground. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
And I kind of like how the run-up didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
The give to the back. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the 4th down conversion. Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more.
Running free. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the 4th quarter. That's the end of the period, and Purdue has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. Looking to throw on 1st down. Right down the middle. Tight end getting vertical. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
From the red zone, looking for a space. Grabbed behind the line, it's Meyer. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
This offensive coordinator has got to find a way to slow down this defensive end in the 4-3 scheme. You might want to start thinking about double-teaming him with a tight end, maybe using a running back on some chips. Try to give your quarterback more time.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Complete to the right. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to...
Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. Touchdown, Purdue! A great catch and run for 6. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end, but all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
And this defense, they got their ears pinned back. They know exactly what time it is with the big lead in the fourth quarter. They've already got a bunch of sacks on the day today, and they're looking for more.
And the Bruins now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. On the run, it's Thomas. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Rides the back on the option, the give. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Well, it's a nice change-up call on offense because obviously in the fourth quarter you're down by a bunch of points and everybody in the stadium is expecting you to throw it to get back in the game. So you dial up the run play and you get a huge gainer. Hopefully that can give this offense the momentum they need to try to scrape and claw back into this one.
They'll give it to him again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Backed up now, here's second and long. Wants to go up top. He wants to take the top off. Makes a catch at the 15. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Bruins! This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. They have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is
got some room, headed to the goal line, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Boilermakers! They extend this fourth quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated, whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams. They have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. UCLA will go back to work on offense. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
The give as they work on that clock. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That play had zero shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
At the 40, there he goes. Lots of room to run. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7.
And you want to put a winning streak together like this team has, run the football and create explosive plays. Nice job by the offense, showing the speed. How about the blocking up front? Everybody blocking, getting a hat on a hat, creating the explosive run.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The offense gets the timeout, 12 ticks left on the clock. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Gets the back moving. Trying play action. Under fire. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
It's third and goal and third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And the offense comes up short on third down, but I tell you what, they've still had a good day. There's so many positives to point to. I'll be interested to see if they go for it here on fourth down. They don't have to. They got the lead. This offense is put...
It's picked off, and they ruined the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. From his end zone, needs to be careful here. Here's a heat, and they got him for a safety. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion.